it's unusual where a guy like John Jones rises through the ranks, where he's 22 years old, he fights for the title and wins. That's very unusual. Very unusual.
Yeah.
A lot of times when guys are very young and they get thrown to the wolves like that, they don't, like John is an extraordinary talent. He's very unusual.
One of a kind. Exactly.
One of a kind. Literally one of a kind. Because he's the only guy other than Khabib Nurmagomedov that's fought his entire career and been undefeated.
Yeah.
John has one loss, but it's a bullshit loss. It was a disqualification, a fight that he totally dominated against Matt Hamill. Yeah, for throwing the downward elbows, which is a ridiculous rule.
Yeah.
Don't you think that's the most ridiculous rule out of all the rules?
Well, if
The 12-6 elbow.
Joe, if it would be up to me, I mean, I would allow almost anything, and I would not even make rounds. I think rounds are stupid. You want to see who's the best man? Let them fight, man. 15 minutes.
What about eye pokes?
No eye poke. The problem is the gloves. Trevor Whitman came up with gloves, you know, because a UFC glove, when you put it on, they makes your hand open like this.
Yes.
And for example, there's gloves like Trevor Whitman made. The gloves naturally makes your hand fold. And that's one of the solutions to the problem.
They're better at protecting your hands, too.
100%.
Trevor's gloves are the best.
I remember.
So superior.
I remember every weigh-in, like John McCarthy used to fold the glove and wrap it to make sure but it's still not enough, because when you put it on, it makes your hand open.
Yeah.
So that's the problem with the eye poke. And I believe, no, I would not allow eye poke, of course, but I would, no rounds.
What about groin shots?
No, maybe not one shot. Like, I mean, I would keep it in the realm of sport,
Right.
But yeah, man, if you want to see who's the best man, let them fight, because you see very often that a fight is interrupted by a round, and the momentum shift like 180 degree completely.
Yes.
And it's not fair. It's a fight. Let them fight.